Donald Trump can go on Fifth Avenue right now and shoot someone, and it would not change my support for him because I would probably find it justifiable.
God.
Yes. I
You should
am
not
okay
have
with that.
said that,
That sounds
on this podcast. You should not
I
have
know,
said
it's
that.
insane, but I'm
That
just
is-
trying.
So you realize how indoctrinated you
It's
must be?
not indoctrination.
Your brain is fried. Do you hear what you just said? He could go and shoot somebody.
Yes,
And he's not
because-
God. He's not Buddha, Jesus, any of our other higher powers. That
I bring like I have questions in mind when I'm arguing with Trump supporters, and one of the questions
Please
that I
ask,
have,
'cause it's
it's too late now because one of my questions is like, what's the line for you? Because I feel like every time
There is no line.
It's not racism. It's
Well,
not
obviously, yeah.
being a predator.
It's not deporting people. It's not being.
It's not deporting people that
rapist,
look
it's
like
not any-
MAGA is absolutely struggling to figure out how to defend what Donald Trump and his administration is doing. The thing I've heard all over the internet the last couple days, they all say, you just don't understand it. Donald Trump is playing chess and you guys are all playing checkers. This is the same thing they used to say, of course, about how eventually he was going to prove how he won the 2020 election, and we waited for 5 years and we still never heard that proof. So they're struggling. They're trying to figure out how they can say it's a good thing that he's purposely tanked the economy, how we're all losing tons of money out of our 401ks, our retirements. They want you to somehow believe that this clown, this bozo, who has no one around whom who's an expert at anything, that somehow this idea that he's purposely destroying the economy, it's actually good and he's doing it on purpose. Well, you know, if Joe Biden had done this exact same thing, they would have been calling for him to be impeached. Donald Trump has never played chess once in his life. I doubt he even knows how to play checkers.
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Prini. If you are new here, welcome, and if you like raw, thought-provoking content like this, please hit that subscribe button. So in today's video, I put together a compilation of MAGA supporters who still stand by Donald Trump no matter what's going on. And you know, it's wild to see that some people feel like their lives haven't changed and that their lives have actually even gotten better since Trump came into power. But I want to know, what do you guys think? Do you think that all of this is blind loyalty? Do you think that Trump is actually doing a good job? Or do you think that they don't know what they're saying? And yeah, I just want to know your comments and your thoughts. Put your thoughts in the comment section. But let's keep watching. Let's see what more of them have to say about this.
Good times make soft men. That's what I just saw a Donald Trump supporter say in a TikTok live while attempting to defend his orange Cheeto god, Donald Trump. His defense is that, listen, hard times make good men. This is good. The country's doing horrible, but that's a good thing. That is the length that Donald Trump's supporters will go to defend Donald Trump's first 100 days. You could, though, despite what he's saying, see the fact that across the country, Donald Trump's approval is plummeting. He's at an all-time historic bad approval rating. Now, these people who cried for 4 years about Joe Biden and the economy and the groceries and the gas prices, they're willing to tell you with a straight face that Donald Trump hurting Americans is a good thing. You know, pull those bootstraps up. People are going to lose their jobs. They're going to lose their homes, but that's going to be good for you in the long run because Donald Trump says so. Unbelievable.
I have a question for MAGA supporters, specifically MAGA supporters who are veterans or MAGA supporters who are family and friends of veterans. Those of you who served in the Vietnam War, the Gulf War, the war in Afghanistan, or those of you who just served in times of peace, still keeping us protected. Donald Trump just said, your service don't count. Y'all still support him?
I don't know who needs to hear this, but we voted for this. We voted for mass deportation. We did. We definitely did. We voted for biological males to stay out of women's sports and bathrooms and changing rooms and just women's spaces in general. We also voted for shit talking too. We did. Y'all can't stand how President Trump talks? I love it. Straight, clear cut to the point. We voted for liberal tears. We voted for that. We voted. We voted for Democrats to be exposed. Yes, we did. and all the bureaucrats. We did. Even people that are my skin tone.
Donald Trump can go on Fifth Avenue right now and shoot someone, and it would not change my support for him because I would probably find it justifiable.
Oh, there's a clip of a bunch of ground level Republicans saying the same thing, like 3 of them in a row, that he could do exactly that and they would still support him. What about the hurting children, you said? That if he hurt children, that would cross the line? But only if it's a certain kind of child, right? If the parent has crossed your boundaries and broken our laws, then they don't deserve to be protected, right? It's okay to punish the child and harm the child as long as the mother of that child is a illegal immigrant criminal, right? I'm not even sure why y'all pretend to be good guys anymore. You know what you are. We know what you are. Just live out and proud about it. You wouldn't have to do any mental gymnastics on your own to justify why he would go up and somebody, because he would give you all the information that you need. They would give you all the talking points that you need to debate someone on why it was okay for Donald Trump to commit. So please don't play in our faces. We know better. He could delete someone on the steps of the White House. He could take away their guns. He could arrest their own children. He could deport their granny, even though she was born here in 1932. He could shut down their child's public school and send them packing. He could put their child with learning disabilities in a wellness camp. He could have 134 felony convictions. He could start as many new wars with any country he wants to. He can threaten to annex any foreign nation that he wants to. He could walk right up to their front door and demand that they hand over their wife and walk right back there to the bedroom with her. But the one thing that would lose their support is him showing compassion to immigrants and starting to act like a liberal. If for some reason he bumped his head and woke up tomorrow with some superhuman level of empathy, they'd run him out of town. But that's never going to happen. And the reason why the rest of us now have to live in constant fear as long as he's around is because everyone that's behind him and stands for him will literally let him do anything he wants. And he will push it to the very worst extreme until somebody stops him. That's the scary part. That's the scariest fucking part about MAGA. That's why they are the enemy within.
In liberal hellhole California, the Democrats there blocked a bill to make sex trafficking minors a felony. Again. And for clarification, this means that owning a child sex slave is legal in the state of California. No, I am not mistaken. This is AB 379, and in April of 2025, the Democrats amended the bill to exclude felony charges for those who solicit or purchase 16 and 17-year-olds unless it can be proven that the minor was a victim of human trafficking, which is hard to prove. So it's just a misdemeanor. How anyone can support the Democrats any longer.
For everybody complaining about that woman saying the N-word to a little kid, maybe if the little kid wasn't acting like one, she wouldn't have had to say it.
So then just say the word. Just say that word. Why won't you say the word? If it's so okay to call people that word, why aren't you using it? Just say the word out loud. Just say it. Just say the word. It's a free country. You have freedom of speech. You're protected to say it. Just say that word. Loudly, proudly. Go to a crowd and film yourself saying that to the crowd. Get a megaphone. Say it to people who don't look just like you. Just see how it goes. You're allowed to say it, but you're afraid of the consequences of your actions, which is very telling. You know it's not okay to say because you know it's hateful, which is why you say it, right? And you don't want to be held responsible for your own actions. You just want to hold everyone else responsible for your feelings about their actions. You should be protected. They should be punished, right?
I have a sincere question for the people who are saying that their life is in shambles because Trump is in office. What is materially worse about your day-to-day life because of Trump? Because the only reason you think that the world is in shambles is because your biased algorithm is telling you that. These are things that you would not notice if it weren't for your algorithm, because they are not affecting your day-to-day life. But you know what? My day-to-day life was affected by the cultural shift that was ushered in while Biden was in office. I noticed that suddenly I was having to be lectured on people's pronouns so I could be educated on how to address them. I noticed that all of the movies that were coming out had politics injected into them, that movies suddenly became propaganda. I noticed that I couldn't say my opinions on social media without fear of being censored and possibly even losing my account completely. I noticed those things because they affected my day-to-day life. Whereas so many people out here are being hysterical over things that they literally would not notice if it weren't for their phones.